So with this crazy weather, you might just want to stay home and do some cleaning or some organizing. If you have children, keeping your home in order can sometimes be a challenge. It doesn't matter if you tell them to put their toys away. Somehow they end up all over the place. Getting those toys under control is possible. Sylvia Doust is a professional organizer at Niche Design. Thanks for joining us, Sylvia.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad I made it here.
Yes, I'm glad you made it safely. You came from the south and you did not drive the Deerfoot.
No, I chose to take the roundabout route with less cars, less chance for accidents that way.
Smart. Well, you've got a couple of munchkins at home who are actually a little older now. Now they're 7 and 9, but you survived that really messy period.
Well, it still can get messy. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, when you have children, you can't avoid the toys.
Yes.
The kids start small, but their toys start big. And as they get older, the toys just get smaller and harder to control. So there is always the challenge, and there's always a challenge with whatever the age of kids, to keep those toys in check and to make it easy for the kids to maintain some semblance of order. So, you know, finding the great products is not the issue. There's tons of inexpensive products out. Just go to Walmart, you can find a great new product called Neat Kids by Neat Freak. You know, 10 bucks a bin. That's not the hard part. The hard part and the challenge is really finding the right solution for the age of your kids.
Yes.
And making it easy for them and simple so they can maintain that organization.
Okay, I like the way that you talk about involving the kids and the kids getting organized, because it's so easy for mom or dad to, you know, once the kid is at school or in bed, you're doing the cleaning. So you brought some...
I did. I brought some of my favorites that are fun for kids, and it has to be fun or they won't take part. So first off, if you don't like the bright pinks and greens and primary colors, remember that does appeal to your kids. So the more appealing it is to them, the more likely they'll use the solution that you found for them or the system. So something like this. What I like about these is they're a good size bin and they're open, so there's no lid for them to try to get off. They're a decent size. These ones are fun because it's a chalk front, so you can actually label and relabel. The kids can do it themselves. This is why I like bins this size. An even added bonus for these is if you can find a modular piece out there with cubbies that it fits into and slides out easily. So these are Kangaroom's Joey and Jane line, and there's these, but there's also if you don't like the chalk in your house, you can get something like this with a nice pocket. So then you can take a picture of the contents of what's inside for those younger ones that really need visuals to keep it in check.
Yes, and this is really good because not only is it visual, but it could also encourage a little bit of reading as well.
Yes, absolutely. So let's say you're storing Barbies, which all little girls love, or dolls. Something to think about is find a pouch. It doesn't have to be a fancy pouch like this. It could just be a pouch bag with a drawstring, and use a smaller bin for the accessories because they're little shoes and whatever it might be. There's always small pieces that get lost.
Perfect.
So throw them in a pouch and then throw them in with the category of toys that you've decided to put in the bin.
Great ideas, Sylvia. Thank you so much for that. This is really very helpful for girls and for boys with all those little itty bitty pieces as well. So I know with this bad weather, you're going to stay home, right? Do some organizing, and maybe tomorrow you can do some shopping and pick up a few more organizing pieces. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
After the break, we'll be back at the top of the hour with more on weather and news and traffic, and Leslie.